Go ahead. Verse 20, verse 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well set hair, baldness. Instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Thy men, this is for the men. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground.
Now understand what this 3 is saying. He gonna hit that last verse of 4. It's not saying that women can't wear those type things. It's saying if you're wearing them and you ruling the household of your man, this is what's coming to you. You can have all those things because Most High says you can have all things in modest apparel. Not over the top done like Jezebel was dressed up. But modest apparel, you can have these things. But if you are dressed up like that and you ruling the man, Henry! The papers out there.
Come on, Willie, let's go.
Out there, get it, come back. All of that, honest on Woodrow. If it's like that, this is what's going to happen to that. So it's only talking about that. If you ain't in that line, if you in your lane and he in his lane, this don't apply to you at all. So we have to understand what lane you in. Finish that last verse of chapter 4, verse 7.
4 and 6.
I'm sorry.
4 and 6. And there shall be a tabernacle for a shadow in the daytime,
right,
from the heat, and for a place of refuge, and for a covert from storm and from rain.
So we see here clearly in Jeremiah 3:14, the Most High tells us that He married to us. You know, so we have to understand that, y'all, clearly. We ain't promoting that, but if it's legal, yes, it's always been legal throughout the Bible. Always throughout the Bible. So, but the deal is to teach it here in this nation, and the law say we'll lock you up if you do it. And not only this, but the mindset say right, men still got play in them, whoremongering at a high level.
Women still jealous of one another.
Hey, we have that. In the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, it says a woman can't be jealous of her rival. That can't be now.
So that ain't in
Why
this
did we
day.
even pull you into that and that can't be now?
That ain't in this day, that's in that
Hell,
day.
Sarah and Hagar couldn't get along in this time. It happened, but it had to stay for those reasons. I can't have no children. I'm bringing this woman to you so you can have. I'd rather see you happy, and I'll bite the bullet on this one, and I'll bear this child for you. That to cause you to break the law and not be able to bear Israel, because it's on me that you can't have children and you married to me. And when we get in that one Titus, y'all, just this last one, that one Titus where it say a bishop must be of one wife. We have to understand a bishop.
No striker.
He couldn't be a striker either.
Not giving too
He
much
couldn't
wine.
He couldn't drink too much wine. He couldn't do all of this. That was talking about a bishop and a deacon. It wasn't talking about the common man of Israel.
And his children got to be in order.
And his children had to be in order. Isaiah 27:6, y'all. Also, y'all, we're gonna get this on. One more thing before we get out of here. September 27th, Feast of Trumpets.
At sundown.
At sundown, y'all, we're gonna let everybody know. We're gonna do a little feast or something, and then there's a few days out there, but we're gonna get some holy days in succession. Y'all, we need to know our holy days. We have to understand that. Seeing a lot of times people don't understand, we coming up on Sukkot too. And a lot of times you hear people say, my birthday and that Christ ain't never celebrated his birthday. He did every year. Y'all just don't know what his birthday was because we don't know our holy day. Christ was born in a Sukkot booth, so his birthday was around Sukkot for 8 days. We don't know which day, but it's celebrated every year. He was conceived in December, not born in December. So when they say Christ born December 25th, you ask a live birth or conception. Because if John the Baptist was born 6 months before, his daddy came home. That's why Luke 3 mentions John's lineage. It says his father was doing the course of a priest took 6 months at a time. He was taking his turn. His turn ended in what's called our June. So 6 months later, if Elizabeth, his wife, is pregnant, because when Mary went to it, she was already 6 months pregnant. That's in December. Mary had just conceived. So Christ was conceived in December. But he wasn't born to late September early October, because the shepherd was still out in the field abide. If he's born in dead winter, he froze to death.
What? There ain't no sheep eating no frozen
grass either in Jerusalem. Jerusalem got winter season. So we need to understand that to be correct on what we tell it. Y'all, that's what we want to do down here. So if y'all hear anybody holler, we teaching that because we Israelites. First thing to do is to break off them camps early. We Israelites, we understand that according to the Bible, but we're not a part of Benjamin Carter, who claims he's the Christ in the Demona Desert, nor Hugh Mitchell down there in Florida, and he's dead now, but got a flock following him, Jim Jones or whoever else.
Nor GMS.
Nor GMS.
None of these Negroes.
We're waiting on Christ to sit on the right hand of the Father to come back and set this world straight. Those are the Israelites. We are Messianic.
The Israel of God.
The Israel of God. Waiting on Him to return. None of this other foolishness. You have to get that out the way first, and then you can continue your conversation. Because once you say Israelite, because they get all the bad press, you get lumped in there. So you gotta disassociate yourself from them groups. Like Christ disassociates himself from the Pharisees and the Sadducees.
Yeah. That's the Sadducees. You got Isaiah 27.
Yes, sir.
Isaiah 27 and 6 is back
The last one.
The back of what Daniel was saying about how Israel still got to bring forth children and bear righteous children in the earth.
What you saying, bro?
Isaiah chapter 27, verse 6.
Go ahead.
He shall cause them that come of Jacob
Right?
to take root. Israel shall blossom and bud.
That's right.
And fill the face of the world with fruit.
What are they going to fill the face of the world with?
With fruit.
That was the first commandment of God, to be truthful and do what? Without sin.
Without sin.
That's the prophecy.
We getting back to that, y'all. We coming back. Revelation gonna be Genesis again. It ain't like they was cavemen in Genesis. They didn't have no clothes on. No, they were naked to righteousness. Yeah. They wasn't naked in white robes you had on. Wasn't nobody walking around in private parts showing.
Right.
Swinging. Just having. This ain't, the garden wasn't a nudist camp. Because everywhere we see angels, they got on white robes. And I saw him, he was in white apparel. When we see Christ's second coming, he got on a robe with a vest and this on. Why do you think we just gonna be walking around butt naked? Huh?
Towing through the tomb.
Right.
Alright, nice like it.
Let's get this program, y'all. Let's close it out.
We shot it.
Oh, yeah, I ain't know. We at Psalm 1.
All right, y'all, for newcomers too, while we turn toward the east, 1 Kings 8 chapter, Solomon offered to the Lord. Wherever we be in this world, if we sin carried away captive, turn toward Jerusalem. We ain't praying to another Jew. He said just turn toward the way Jerusalem was, because the law come out of Jerusalem. So if we was in the north, we'd turn toward the south. We just have to be in the west. So Jerusalem is east of us. We turn it east. Daniel did it in Daniel chapter 6 verse 10. He was in Babylon. He opened his window 3 times a day toward Jerusalem and prayed. So we have to understand that.
50 times.
We ain't no Muslim praying to no cobblestone.
Yeah, no, we're not Muslims down here. Mussolini.
Right.
All right. Psalms 57.
There we go.
Yeah.
Psalm 57. With the Most High's permission. Be merciful unto me, O Yah. Be merciful unto me, for my soul trusteth in thee. Yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge, until these calamities be overpaid. I will cry unto God, Most High, unto the Most High that performeth all things for me. He shall send from heaven and save me from the reproach of him that would swallow me up. The Most High shall send forth his mercy and his truth. My soul is among lions, and I lie even among them that are set on fire, even the sons of men, whose teeth are spurs and arrows, and their tongue a short sword. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let thy glory be above all the earth. They have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down. They have digged a pit before me. Into the midst whereof they are fallen themselves. Selah. My heart is fixed, O Yah. My heart is fixed. I will sing and give praise. Awake up my glory. awake psaltery and harp. I myself will awake early. I will praise thee, O Lord, among the people. I will sing unto thee among the nations. For thy mercy is great unto the heavens, and thy truth unto the clouds. Be thou exalted, O Most High, above the heavens. Let thy glory be above all the earth. Hallelujah!
Yeah! Please.